إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهد الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ومن آياته أن خلق لكم من أنفسكم أزواجا لتسكنوا إليها وجعل بينكم مودة ورحمة إن في ذلك لآيات قوم يتفكرون صدق الله العظيم. My respected brothers and my sisters, today I'm going to talk on a very important subject, and that is our family. The most important part of the Muslim society, the basic unit, the fundamental unit of Muslim society, that is our family system, the family unit. We always have to keep a bigger picture of our deen in front of us to really understand the true spirit of the family. I'm going to also talk in detail about the relationship between husband and wife. The family unit is the basic fundamental structure to make the society healthy, for the prosperity, progress of the society. So it's very important that we keep in mind, as Napoleon has said very rightly, that if you give me good mother, I can give you good generations. So this family unit is the unit from where the generations are going to come out. So to have a good generation in a society, to have a healthy society, it's very important that we have a healthy family unit, in the society. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sent down us for a reason. وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ, that we have created for the abdiyat, the service, that we are the ibad, we are the slaves, we are the servants of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the focus of our life is to live through this life as a abd, as a slave of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to achieve the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala living this life. My brothers and my sisters, the family system is based on two basic principles. The first principle is taqwa, God consciousness, that you are always aware of the presence of God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In Surah Nisa, the very first ayah in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned that we have created you from one soul, and then we have created multiple men and women from that one soul. When the ayah is ending, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Inna Allah kana alaykum raqiba. That always remember, here the word is used raqiba. Raqiba has bigger meaning than just seeing, just watching. Rather, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who is supervising. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one, He knows everything you do. That's why in the sermon of nikah, this word is repeated again, ittaqullah, ittaqullah, that in the family life, the very first principle, the fundamental foundation is taqwa. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is watching this relationship, that He is supervising us, and He knows that we will be answerable to Him for everything we do in our family life. This is very important. The second basic principle of the family system is justice with ihsan. That we have this relationship with each other, and we want to fulfill our responsibilities with the ihsan. Ihsan is that you go extra mile. You try to fulfill your part of responsibility as best as possible. You do not wait for the other person to be nice to you. You don't wait for other person to fulfill his responsibility. Rather, you take care of your responsibility. This relationship of husband and wife, to run the family, to have this family unit started, yes, you need some legal procedure, policy and procedure. And to finish, to end this relationship, you need some legal process and procedure. But to run this system, you don't need any legal policy and procedure. Rather, you need really true connection between the two souls. The connection of the heart, the connection of rahmah, the connection of mawaddah. That's why in Surah Rum, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has very rightly said, the ayah I read in front of you, in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, وَجَعَلَ بَيْنَكُمْ مَوَدَّةً وَرَحْمَةً. And we have put this mawaddah and rahmah between you, between two of you, the husband and wife. The very first principle which I will say, when you start this journey of the family, husband and wife, that our intentions should be very pure. That we are not having family for some business transactions. The family we are starting is only for sacred reason. And the reason is to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is a command of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that this is his sunnah, and then he loves people who follow the sunnah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And through this family unit, you want to achieve the ultimate goal of your life, to make this dunya your Jannah and your Akhira Jannah through the family life. The ayah I read in front of you, my brothers and sisters, in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that I have put this mawaddah and rahmah between husband and wife. Mawaddah, this love is not ordinary love. This love is not that out of emotion you have something for a day or two or three and then it's vanished, finished. Rather, mawaddah is unconditional, compassionate love. That is unconditional love. Same what we expect from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that Allah loves his creations even if his creations are not following his path. He provides them the air, he provides them oxygen, he provides them food, he provides them shelter, he facilitates their life, even they are disobedient to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But Allah has love which is unconditional, compassionate love to his creations. That is the love Allah wants us to have in this relationship of husband and wife. The second word Allah here has used, rahmah, and this is the same root from which Rahim comes. And Rahim, there is a reason why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has used the word here from his sifat of Rahim, Rahmah, not from Rahman. Because Rahman is a sifat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. To understand, there are some words which come from the same root. For example, the word Javvan, or the word, Ghadban. Javvan is then when you are very hungry. But once your appetite gets killed, you get full with the food, that extreme of appetite is gone. Same way is Ghadban, you are very angry. But as soon as after few minutes, few hours, your anger goes down, it disappears. But the word here Allah has used is from Rahim, Rahmah. And the words to explain it a little better, The same, root words are Rahim and Jamil. So if somebody is Kareem, then he will be Kareem in all circumstances. He will be Kareem in the morning, he will be Kareem, generous, at night, at day, in public, in privacy. He is generous man. And if somebody is Jamil, he will be Jamil, means beautiful, no matter, it's not like he will be Jamil at night and he will be ugly in the daytime. He will be Jamil, his husn, his beauty will always be there. Same way Rahma is the sifat, that this is also will always be there. Doesn't matter what happens. Even if we are having a rough ride, the Rahma will be there. So these two words Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, Ja'ala, that we have put between two of you. Allah is the one who has put these two, beautiful, sifat of mawadda and rahma between husband and wife. My brothers and my sisters, there is another ayah of Quran which I will share with you, which is Hunna libasul lakum wa antum libasul lahun. That you both for each other is like a dress of each other. Libas. The word used Quran, libas. Libas, the dress. Beautiful words. Libas has 4 qualities. The first quality of libas is that it beautifies you. The second is that it hides if you have any disease, any problem or anything, it hides any deficiencies you have in your body. And the third quality of the libas, it protects you from all kinds of weather, cold, hot. And the fourth quality of dress is, the libas is that it is always with you. It does not leave, it doesn't go away from your skin. It is always there. These are the 4 qualities should be there, reflect in the life of husband and wife. That they beautify each other, they are there in their good time and their bad time and all the hardship, so they cover each other and they hide each other's deficiencies. They don't share each other's deficiency with anybody, and they are always together. They are always together. It's beautiful that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Quran has said, He created Adam, and from Adam He created Hawa, our mother. So from 1 to 2, and when husband and wife, then from 2 souls He make them one soul. They are together again. So they are together again to make one complete, human being as a family. My brothers and my sisters, there are few more things I will share with you about this relationship of husband and wife. For husband and wife, we have to understand this. This is a journey. This mawadda, this love does not get developed in one day. I always give an example. You have a seed and you put that seed, and then you have to let that seed grow. You will provide all what it needs, and you will wait and you will help this seed to become a small tree and then become a full blown tree with the shade. It does not happen on one day or 2 days. It's a journey, and sometimes it's a painful journey. It's a journey of sacrifice, that both husband and wife, they sacrifice for each other. They don't complain to each other. Life is not full of always everything goes the way they want. So life has its ups and downs. This is why it is life. So, and I always give this an example also, especially for our sisters. I tell my brothers, brother, for you it might not be a big change after marriage, but for sister, for your wife, it's a big change. She is coming from her family to a totally new family. Everybody is a stranger there, including husband. So for her to establish herself, the example is that you take tree out from somewhere which was already rooted there, and now you want to plant this tree at a different location. The roots of this tree will take some time to get stable in the ground again. It does not happen in one day or two. My brothers, in this relationship, husband and wife need lot of patience from both sides. And wallahi, I have seen people lose patience in one day. They feel like it's a switch on and off, and they expect from the other party everything from day one. And I tell them, brother, this is a journey. This is a journey that you start from a seed to make it a full tree. It will take time. You have to put your effort in it. You have to invest in it. You have to be patient in it. And you have to sacrifice in it. You have to control your nafs in it. And once you will pass through all this difficulty and hardship, one day you will find this tree is going to provide shade to your family and to the future generations of your family, my brothers and my sisters. So I ask my brothers and my sisters, in this relationship of husband and wife, because I am also a family counselor for our community, and I am a medical doctor, and my field is pediatrics. So I deal with families, all the time, and I travel all around the world, and I have witnessed families falling apart because they don't have the right understanding of the purpose of the family. Family is not just to fulfill certain desires. Family is not just about intimacy. Family is not just about, some superficial meanings, but there is a bigger meaning of the family. And if we do not understand that, then we all fail, as a family down the road, my brothers and my sisters. Now, it is also very important that we understand that in this journey, we have to realize that to run this relationship, don't follow just this myth that this is my right that I'm going to do, and this is your right that you should be doing. And in this relationship, brothers and sisters, one more thing which I want to emphasize a little bit more is that to run this relationship, never go in this discussion, in this debate of, my rights and your duties. Never go in that discussion. This relationship is beyond that. Never go in this discussion, my brothers. We always should be ready to go extra mile, without going in this discussion. Oh, this is not my responsibility to take care of your mother. This is not your responsibility. This is your responsibility. You will take care of the laundry or the dishes. All these things we decide mutually with mutual understanding. And we try to accommodate everybody in the family. When we have marriage between two husband and wife, it's not just the meeting of two individuals. It's a meeting of the whole two families together. So we have to take everybody together in this journey. The family of the husband side and the family of the wife side. So we have to make sure that we develop relationship in such a healthy way that we all walk this journey together, my brothers and my sisters. So I will conclude with this, brothers and sisters. The only thing I have, request that in this relationship, try to, give yourself some time. Try to be positive in this relationship. Try to pitch in your share. try to go extra mile, try to accommodate, the family, of each other. And we always have, the best of the example for us is the life of the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu. Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu, if I give you a couple of examples, so that will help us to understand really what true love is, what level of relation we should have with each other. And I will use here the word emotional intelligence, which is very, very important in this relationship of husband and wife. In psychology and in modern sciences, this term emotional intelligence is a very recent term, 4 or 5 years. But our Prophet has taught us this emotional intelligence 1400 years ago. Emotional intelligence is that you understand your emotions, and then you understand the emotions of the other party, and you try to match the two emotions. You bring your emotions to the level of the emotions of the other party, so that you can have a good combination of two. I'll share with you example of Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha. One time Prophet came to Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha, and he spoke to her in her ear, whisper. Even though there was nobody else, he could have said it loudly. But to show Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha that how emotionally he is attached to her, to give this closeness, the feeling of closeness to Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha, Prophet goes and whispers in her ear that, Aisha, I know when you are angry and when you are happy with me. When you are angry, you swear by the God of Ibrahim. And when you are happy with me, you swear by the God of Muhammad. Let's analyze this example from emotional intelligence perspective. The first thing, Prophet has come at the emotional level, as I said before, of Aisha, to make her feel very comfortable, attached, close to him. And now he is sharing the example to her and telling her that, Aisha, whenever you say something, I pay full attention to that. I'm listening to you. Number 3, I'm not only listening, I'm paying attention to the words you use. And another lesson we learned from this example, that we should give chance for other party to show her emotions. How many times we allow our sisters to show their emotions? So they have right also to show their emotions, my brothers and my sisters. And look at the response of Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha. Aisha radiallahu ta'ala says to Prophet, Ya Rasulullah, no matter what word I use when I am angry or happy, but I want to tell you one thing, that your love in my heart is always the same. Your love in my heart is always the same. And another example I'll share with you, because I really feel like that a lot of time we don't share our feelings with each other. There is nothing wrong in saying to your wife and wife to husband that I love you. Showing that gesture of love to each other. And look at Prophet ﷺ. When Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha used to drink from a vessel, Prophet will find from which side, where exactly she has touched her lips, and he will go and drink from the very same place from where Aisha radiallahu ta'ala has drink. My brothers, just to show her that attachment, that love, that he cares about her, and how much love and caring he has for her, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. My brothers and my sisters, this is always good to share, to revive. A lot of time, if the marriage is 5, 10, 20 years old, we feel like it's long time, but showing your love to each other and expressing your love to each other, it always revives our relationship. It always brings more happiness in this relationship, which we needed time to time, while going in this journey as a husband and wife to raise our family down the road. I pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He gives you and me tawfiq, that we can make our family relationship the ideal relationship, because healthy family guarantees the healthy society. My brothers and my sisters, if we do not have peace at home, we will not be able to have peace at our workplace, we will not have peace in our ibadah. So peace at home, that's why in Arabic the home is called maskan. Maskan, from where you can go and get sakina, tranquility, peace. So if we do not have peace or sakina at home, then our whole life gets disturbed because of that. To have this sakina, we always have Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as our witness. We always should have focus on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that we are living this life just to please Him, and that is our focus. He is watching us, as He has said, Inna Allah kana alaykum raqiba, that He is the one who is supervising this relationship. So when we will go with this focus, Allah will shower His mercy. He will bring more blessings in our family life, and He is going to let us grow as a husband and wife together to make our family the exemplary family for the society. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.